Om Ganeshaya Namah. This reading is for the sign of Cancer. So if you have Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in the sign of Cancer, this reading is for you. Take what resonates, let go of the rest. The messages that are meant for you, you're going to know within that they're meant for you, and the ones that don't resonate, just let them go because they're meant for someone else. So don't force a message to resonate for you. Use discernment. So let's get into it. The first one is the significator of the entire reading, the major theme of this month and what you've been going through, and that is the Tower. This is the most intense card of the deck. Tower is all round destruction, everything coming apart. Mars has been in your sign, had been in your sign. It was retrograde from the beginning of this year. So all of the Cancer placements have gone through extreme changes. So one particular area of your life or your entire life could have been shattered, or it could have been seemingly very out of control, that you couldn't control the changes that were happening there. With the Tower moment, of course, there is a period of difficulty, but it is happening for the best because it exposes the foundations that were already weak. And believe it or not, even if it seems like destruction is happening all around, a much bigger destruction could have happened later on had you not seen this at this particular moment, had the weakness not been revealed to you right now. Later on, the tower could have been, the destruction would have been worse. So even if in these situations, consider yourself blessed because the universe has exposed things to you in a much earlier way, rather than making you go through more things. And whenever the Tower card comes, the changes are uncontrollable. We cannot do anything and try to stop them. They are unexpected and they're inevitable. We just have to go through them. But there is a beauty hidden behind this card. There is the wisdom that we gain from the destruction, and when the destruction happens, only then you can begin new things. So an ending always comes with new beginnings, and that's the best part about this. So it gives you the opportunity to start fresh again, start everything from scratch, and do the things that you missed before. So make use of this opportunity this month to rebuild that section of your area which has completely fallen apart, and start fresh. There's no pressure because everything is gone. So what pressure? Like what is there to care for? Just let that go. It is a liberation that comes as a blessing in disguise because now you have the ability to build it as you want it. Then we have the Page of Cups here. So, despite all of the destruction that's happening, approach things with love because this is the card of Cancer. This is, you guys which are full of love and compassion and care for others. So, approach this situation also with compassion. Approach yourself with compassion. Show yourself some grace because you've gone through some of the one of the most difficult times, especially this year. As I said, Mars was retrograde in Cancer, and Mars is debilitated in Cancer. It does not like it there, so it is at its lowest function there, and it is at its lowest power there. So going through that for the collective, especially the Cancer placement, was a major thing. So give yourself grace, approach yourself with love. Don't let yourself be closed off because there can be people approaching you with love offers. There could be a younger person, so that could be a younger guy, even though this is masculine. It can also show a woman. The genders are not associated in the same way as we see it in tarot, because a woman can have masculine energy and a man can have dominant feminine energy. So it doesn't matter. There could be love approaching you. There could be chances to date someone if you already had an eye or someone on someone, and they could be water signs. Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. So approach them, go out on a date with them, see where things go. Don't close yourself off just because you've had disappointment, or just because you have been suffering related to one area of your life, and your focus has completely been there. Don't miss out on opportunities that come to you. Keep yourself open. And then we have the King of Pentacles. There will be a lot of money coming in here. this month is it's Taurus season. The moon is exalted in Taurus, and Cancer is ruled by the moon. So there is a connection that Cancers have with Taurus, and hence with financial resources, hence with money. So there could be significant financial gains that you have this month, or you could be getting serious with the finances. You could be thinking of investing. You could be thinking of buying things. There could be an older man or an older woman approaching you in with certain projects that they want to do with you, or it could be just that again, it can be that dating or love angle as well. So don't close yourself off, keep yourself open. But here it is telling you that don't stress about money, because it is coming, it will be always taken care of. Cancer is the money sign as well. So you don't have to constantly have money on your mind, even though that's inevitable for Cancer placements, and they naturally are drawn towards it. Uh, but still, you don't have to put that as the forefront, because that will automatically always be taken care of. You will always be blessed with money, and you'll always have more than enough to sustain yourself and to also enjoy the pleasures of life. Uh, do not hoard a lot of things. The shadow side of Cancer is that they tend to hold things very closely. They don't let everything go, and they like to keep it with them, and that ranges from emotions to things, material stuff, and they just keep it in, to grudges, hurt, all of that. They keep it in. They don't want to let go. They want to let go. They don't want to let go of people. So do not become that, because that is creating a lot of stagnant energy, that it doesn't open you up to fresh energy. The flow of fresh energy does not happen in that situation. So don't become that way. Don't hoard things. Just let them go, so that new energy can come. Then we have the moon here. So you see your card is here. Cancer ruled by the moon. The moon has come here. So here we're talking about shadow work, working with your psyche. A lot of hidden secrets could come to light. That could be surrounding, the people around you. There could be certain things that they hid from you that will be revealed to you. Mainly, there would be self-limiting beliefs, disappointments, hurt, the trauma that you have gone through in the beginning, that could come back to the surface, and you will have to deal with that. This is a potent time for you to do therapy, for you to do shadow work, and to make use of these volatile energies. When the tower is happening, there's a destruction that happens all around. So it of course affects your mental health, but there is always that dual situation. Like it's about how you make use of that situation. So particular when there is stress coming to you, you can either use that and completely have a meltdown and be completely paralyzed and not do anything, and be riddled with fear and anxiety, or you could channel that that disappointment, that anger, and you can push yourself forward. You can use that as rocket fuel to move ahead in the areas that you are always looking to move ahead. You can channelize it. So it's always a matter of choice. No matter how bleak the situation is, the power is always in your hand. So you can always make that choice. Never ever let your power go away to any other circumstance. Do not give it away to people. Do not give it away to things. Do not give it away to circumstances. You always have something to learn in every situation. There's always a takeaway that you can have in everything, no matter how brutal it is. Life always teaches you. Then we have the Eight of Swords. So what are these subconscious beliefs? How are you trapping yourself? How are you putting yourself in a cage, in a mental cage? Because swords is all about the mind, and this woman is inside a cage, and it is a fake cage, because these swords are not actually keeping her stuck. She can just walk out of them. Plus, the rope that she has and the blindfold, they are very loosely tied. so she can literally free herself, but she chooses to stay in that. She chooses to believe that she's trapped. So what are these limiting self limiting beliefs? What are these blocks, subconscious blocks, that you have imposed on yourself? And what are the situations where you feel like you cannot get out of this, that you're powerless, that this is too strong, I can never do this, I can never do that, this person will never agree to it, I will never be able to do this, I'll never be able to do that. What are these boxes that you're putting yourself in, which is affecting your mental health, because you're unnecessarily stressed and you feel like there's no escape, but in truth it is just a mental illusion. You are not trapped in the real, but you have fooled yourself that you are stuck. So what are these things? And you need to let go of that. And we also have the Seven of Swords, and it's in reverse. So here we talk about, it shows imposter syndrome, where we feel like we don't belong in a particular place, or the fact that our skills are not as good as people think, and that we are frauds, and that someday we will be caught and our lie will be exposed. So this is the mind that works against us, the self-sabotaging behavior, which ruins a lot of situations where we feel like we are not as good, and we constantly sabotage amazing things coming to you. So like I said, that Page of Cups and the King of, where is it? The King of Pentacles. So money is coming, love is coming, relationships coming, things are coming to you, but how are you, leading to your own sabotage? Plus, this can also show certain people around you are acting in shady ways. There could be people stealing from you. This could be literal. Maybe they're taking things away from you and you're not aware of it. Or maybe you're aware of it, but you're not saying anything because, that person's a friend or that person's a colleague. So it's okay. I don't want them to think that I am petty and I am this, so I'll let them get away with it. But no, why would you let them get away? Why would you let them walk over you? This is time. This is the time to put your foot down and speak to them. Say the truth. Do not sugarcoat. Do not lie. Do not try to people please. Uh, since they are like people who are acting shady, it could also mean that stealing from you is not just about things, physical things. It is also about your time. It is also about your energy. They could be stealing mental space from you. They could be stealing your mental health, your patience. They could be testing all of that. They could be stealing your self-worth by slowly ridiculing you or gaslighting you. So be aware of these patterns. Be aware from where it's coming from. Be aware of the friends that secretly don't want good for you, because on the face they might be saying good things, but in reality they don't want you to succeed, or they want you to succeed but they don't want you to succeed more than them. So get aware of these people and start creating your distance from them. And then talking about shadow work, we have the Devil reversed. So clearly, with the Moon and Devil, the work in the psyche is really being highlighted. That there are things that you need to work on. There is hurt, disappointment, trauma, anxieties, fears, rational, irrational, all of those fears that are there that need to be worked through, because they are clearly blocking some part of your growth. With the astrology that we're having this year, it is very volatile. So we need to make sure that our mental health is top notch, and that we continuously work on improving ourselves and improving our capacity to be able to handle these situations, to be able to handle pressure, to be able to also receive things. A lot of the times we are very comfortable giving. There's also another shadow side of Cancer, which is you are very comfortable in giving and giving and giving. You're always compassionate, always there for others. You're loving, taking care of them, and mothering them, smothering them, always there. But you have troubles in receiving. You You struggle when someone else does the work for you, or you struggle asking for help. All of these are shadows, things. All of these are blocks, because as humans we are meant to be in a pack. We are meant to have an exchange. See, it has to be equal, but sometimes it cannot be equal. But sometimes someone does more and you do less, but the next time you do more they do less. So it balance and evens itself out eventually. But you need to be able to receive, you need to be able to open up. So see, what are these triggers that you have towards receiving compliments, towards receiving help. What is this attitude of I'll do it myself, I'll take care of it myself. Then also the other thing that's coming up is codependency. What are these codependent tendencies that you have, where you feel like you need people around you, that you cannot be alone, that you get too sad alone, or you struggle with loneliness. But in truth, you have to rephrase that, because one side is loneliness, the other side is solitude. And in solitude is where we find out who we are, where we contemplate things, where we're able to face our demons, where we're able to look into the darkness and make friends with it. So it's really important you take that time out and not be always constantly available for everyone. No matter what, even if they're your kids, even if they are your closest members, and even if they're your partner, or at work, whatever, you still need to have a certain level of boundary with them, and you need to have your own time on a daily basis. Then we have the lovers reverses. So again, talking about solitude. There could be people that you need to detach yourself from, and this not necessarily means, it can also break up. Like if there are love situations that are not going well, and that are red flags are being revealed, it is time to cut cords, it is time to move on from that, so that your energy is not drained. Because we also have the seven of swords, so there could be certain shady things happening where that person maybe cheating. See, that card signifies cheating, but maybe it's not cheating, but it is not showing up authentically. Maybe they're showing a different face, maybe they're wearing a mask. And doesn't have to be only love, but also it can be friends and family members, relatives, whatever, that they are showing a good face in front of you. They've put on a good mask to fool you. So you need to see through that. You need to be comfortable with being alone, and you need to give time for self love. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So here, the Wheel of Fortune is the wheel of karma that constantly moves, that has to constantly move. It does not stop for anyone. When it's in reversed, it signifies that you yourself have become a barrier to it. So you're doing something, or your lack of doing something, or your lack of taking responsibility, or you hindering or having these fears of not letting go of certain things, and certain phases in your life is actually blocking the karmic movement. Because in the wheel of life, in the wheel of karma, we are constantly led to new things. Things begin, they end, they finish, then new things begin. So there's a continuous cycle that goes on. Sometimes what happens is that, because of a fear of not letting that go, because of a fear of change, because of other codependencies and other hidden trauma that we have, or self-sabotaging behavior, because of all of that, we actually become a block to that wheel moving smoothly. That wheel is going to move regardless of that, whether you stop it or you do not. It is going to continuously move. So when you're trying to push it, and you're trying to make it move the other direction, but it is going to overpower you and move the way it has to move. So it's going to crush you under it. So instead of going opposite of it and getting crushed, it is really recommended, and it is smart, and it should be common sense to get on with the flow of life. Because life is like a river, nature is like a river that is constantly flowing. So if you try to swim upstream, it is going to get more and more and more and more difficult, because you will have to try harder and harder and harder. Instead, you can just go with the flow of water, and it's going to just take you wherever the hell it needs to take you. So here, you know to see how you are becoming the hindrance to your own growth. Here, there could be wounds related to your inner feminine. As humans, we have both our sides. We have the masculine and the feminine, regardless of gender. Both of us have, both of them have both these energies. It just depends on what energy we're trying to work through in a particular point of time. So usually, women have more feminine energy, men have more masculine energy, but oftentimes it gets reversed, especially in the case of women, with the environment that we live in, the society that we live in. Masculine approaches are rewarded more. So women are pushed to be in their masculine. Women are pushed to always achieve, constantly do, and focus on promotion and getting profit and succeeding and being a boss woman and all of that. So that puts women in a very masculine mode, because of which it affects their feminine side. It affects the flow of things to them, because women in general are born with a portal, with the ability to birth things, and they are a portal for creation to bring things through them. So you have to see how you are blocking that, how you trying to move upstream, try to be in your masculine, you are actually blocking your growth. And this can also go for men. They can also be too much in their masculine, and completely ignore their feminine, and struggle with showing emotions, from showing love, and keep everything hidden inside. So it is really important that you work through this and do not create the block of energy flow. Then we have Aquarius. It says collaborate. So you could be called to work with people. To me, this Aquarius here talks about Pluto and Aquarius, that the transit that we are going through. It's a long transit, and that this month is being triggered with an opposition from Pluto and Mars. Both of them are in opposite signs, and they are causing um, tension to come through. This is what is causing all of the shadow work and the shadow energy and the subconscious energy, and giving you the push to work through these triggers and to work through these fears. So if you do the work in this month, you can actually have progress that of several years and decades. And do not take this lightly, because it is that potent. Then we have the Taurus card here. We are in Taurus season, and also we're going to have the Taurus new moon in this month. So this also triggers new things. A Taurus very much connected with the King of Pentacles that came up before, relating to finances and money and monetary benefits, and so there could be beginnings happening in that area of your life. And here it says cultivate. So what are you trying to cultivate in your life? What is life asking you to plant? What seeds is asking you to plant? So the new moon would be a great time to do it, and the whole month would be a great time to do it and think about it. Then we have the square, semi-square, king cucks. It says tension. So this is what I told you about. Pluto opposing Mars is going to create tension, and it is very much linked to the energy that has come through in the cards from the beginning, because we have the Tower card, which is the epitome of tension, where there's lightning and the tower is destroyed. So this tension is you have to use it in the way that it benefits you, because tension is what creates diamonds. You put stress on coal, it converts into diamond. So instead of being crushed into powder, you can become a diamond. So it's your choice. Then we have the King of Wands reversed as well. So here, how are you trying to force certain things to happen in your life in a very cruel way, where you are disregarding your health, you're disregarding, your mental health, emotional health, you're disregarding relationships, and you're trying to approach it in a very my way, or the highway approach, and that is actually going against the flow of nature. So what are these things that you're trying to do? What is this toxic behavior that is coming in secretly, which you think is amazing in terms of getting shit done and productivity, and I'm going to nail my goals, that sort of attitude you feel like it's coming there, but it's actually going against the flow of nature, because nature has its own clock, it has its own divine time. So you're trying to force that, it's just going, creating a lot of friction in later on, because if it you try to force things, either the universe is going to come back hard at you, or it will make things go through at that particular point of time and let you it fool you, so that you can fool yourself that progress is happening, amazing, I'm doing great, I should do more of it, and then bam, a lesson comes at you. So don't try to approach it from that toxic way that I will make shit happen. Let go and let nature take control. Then we have eagle here. It says seize opportunities courageously. So time to show courage. Mainly show courage going into the subconscious and working through your trauma, working through your fears, finally facing them once and for all, and working through them. Don't underestimate the progress that you can do in a short amount of time related to shadow work, especially in this month. Then we have the raven. Raven says prepare for change. We have two archangels here, which is Archangel Azrael, Archangel Bhokpi. Interesting. So if maybe those archangels mean something to you, you can connect with them, connect with their energy, work with them. They're coming through. For some people that are watching, that have, that are healers and that have that connection with angels and archangels, it is a great time to do it. Then we also have the ant, which is cooperate for the highest good of the community, which also very much connected with Aquarius. So by working on yourself, by being selfish for a little bit of time, and working on yourself, improving yourself, taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, you will actually be able to serve the community much more. So you'll be able to do all of the Cancerian good things of always being there for everyone and loving everyone and showing everyone kindness, being the mother of the group. Uh, you'll always have that opportunity. You can always do that. But when you take care of yourself and you're selfish for a little time, you'll be able to show up even more bigger way. You'll be able to contribute even bigger in a bigger fashion. So that's why it's highly recommended. Then it also says debilitated, shows discomfort. So of course, when the tower comes, there's going to be bound to be discomfort, but there's a reason for the discomfort. It's not meaningless. It is there to push you to your greatness. Then we have this flamingo spirit. It says embrace the in between. Okay, so in between is the liminal space. When something is ending and a new thing is beginning, there's a short point of time where in the limbo, in the void, where you see nothing. Nothing is moving, nothing is progressing. It feels like everything is dead. That is where the universe is actually working on things behind your back. You cannot see it right now, but we need that intermission, we need that little break so that you can differentiate between different life circumstances. So if life is slowing you down through external circumstances, know that it is for a reason, because good things and amazing new things are coming to you. Then we have the bee spirit. See, this is exactly what I said right now. Bee spirit says sweet results await. Exactly what I just said. That wait in that limbo, spend time in the void, because amazing things are being built for you. And when you have the King of Pentacles card, literally amazing things are coming physically as well. Money, resources, abundance, financial stability, all of that is coming. Job opportunity. Uh, so time is to work on yourself. Time is to work on the other things. So they're putting you in that limbo for a reason. Okay, now I want you to ask a couple of questions, and I want you to. I have two cards here, and both of them are going to be answers to the questions that you will ask. So take a moment. You can pause this, think of a question, and then I'm going to read that answer, and then I'm going to ask another question. You can ask another question. There are two of them. So let's start with the first question. Think of the question. Take your time. Don't overthink. Whatever the first comes is the thing, the question. Okay, so I'm going to read up. This is for the first one. It says, you're unstoppable. Don't give up, you're almost there. So, the situation that you asked about, don't give up, you're almost there. The human side of us seems to give up when we are just about to manifest. You are moving in the right direction. Your hopes, dreams, and desires are manifesting. Look up at the stars, sun, moon. They are guiding you. Spirit guides, celestial beings, ascended masters, and the beings of light are guiding you. You will feel their energy transmuting and transmitting to you through your heart. You are amazing. So that's the answer for the first one. I love it. Now ask the second question. You can pause it, take your time, ask the question, and then I'll read it. Okay, let's go. It says peaceful resolution. So, about whatever you're asking for, it is recommended that you have a peaceful resolution with that. The challenges and obstacles you see as setbacks are ending. Any conflict will cease and will be soon replaced with harmony. There will be a sense of peace shared by all, even if some only agree to disagree. Because you are awakened, you find it easier to shift your direction whenever conflict persists. Okay, so this is your second question. All right, that was all the cards that were there for today. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope the message resonated with you. Please like, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel. It really helps to push the video forward to people so that more and more people can watch and get these messages. I'll catch you in the next reading. Thank you.